Hello, all. Welcome to my show. I'm Jermaine. I am the host of the Main No Doubt Show. And today I would like to let everybody know that we will be talking about, jealousy and envy. That's the topic for today. I have said before that I take advantage of technology, and this is one of the best things that I can do to stay on track. And I use this for the sole purpose of keeping track of what's going on. So, as for the show today, I like to talk about jealousy, envy, and control. Now, jealousy, you know, uh, kind of puts you in a state of having a lot of erratic thoughts, and which is based on uh, a lot of internal emotions. Now, unfortunately, some people cannot really control these emotional urges that forces them to be jealous of seeing anybody prosper, or just to see people make any type of advancements, uh, which leads to more or less you not being able to continue on with the things that you want to do. Now, envy, envy is very similar, but envy actually takes you into a realm of not only just being jealous of other people accomplishments, but then you start to portray your life in another person's eyesight, or trying to be in comparison to another person's lifestyle or things of that such. I mean, and that carries on with people, young and older people, mid-age, whatever. They all see the lifestyles of like rich people, and sometimes people are envious of the accomplishments that other people have made. So they kind of live outside of their means, or they will do anything to actually try to live the lifestyle that they cannot possibly attain themselves. So with that being said, you also have control from the mind of envious people. It comes in forms of manipulation, or manipulating others, in which I've talked about at a different point on a different show. But what happens is that most people can't really understand their own emotions to the degree of understanding that they have this jealousy or envy in them. I mean, you can see people on a lot of different channels, or stages in life, in which people categorize so many different things. And when they're at the lowest point, what they have a tendency to do is they compare themselves to the people in their immediate surroundings. So they're trying to make sure that the people, that they seem to be friends with, end up not getting any further than them. So that comes to the saying that people used to say, misery loves company. So when a lot of people start feeding you advice, you hope that advice will be good. But sometimes, because people have jealousy and envy in them, they'll feed you advice that's not really similar, or you can't even relate to the idea, but they'll feed you the wrong advice just so you can do about as bad as they did, or worse. But they never want to see you, succeed, and they don't want to see you, past a level of establishment that they've been on, or they may have accomplished or may not have accomplished. They just don't want to see you go any further. So they would do anything within their realm to stop you from doing whatever it is that you may be trying to do. Now, I see that at one point, I know that I really didn't understand the word envy. and it was, I guess, up until maybe 5 years ago. I really didn't know what the envy part meant. I never really understood that, I can have so much emotional drawback that I can actually look at another person and be aggravated because I couldn't achieve whatever status that they may have achieved. Now, with that being said, I have been, at points where I had to really analyze myself to see if, I had a hang up on envy. For any young person out here, if you're in school or anything like that, what you want to do is analyze yourself first. Because if you don't analyze yourself, then you personally, right, could be the trigger of your own envy. Because everyone has to draw back to an origin, and the origin is always yourself. So if you can first analyze yourself without trying to draw judgment on somebody else, there are going to be a lot of people that you see draw judgment on other people, but yet and still, maybe it is that person that's drawing the judgment that's actually envious of other people. So you really had to dig deep into, a person's emotional status. It may not have anything, to do with a logical thought at all. It just may be the fact that they are acting out of an erratic emotional drawback of their own, and everybody has points where they're uncertain of themselves. So basically, with people being uncertain, they would definitely, put a barrier in between you and your accomplishments and your goals. So there are a lot of people out here that really want to use you for a better understanding. They want to use you as a spectacle to make you look bad because of the envy that they have in their heart for you. So that what they do is they draw upon other people to make them actually believe that they are a victim in every circumstance. So when you see people on, we just use media. People use a lot of social media, and they keep in contact with people via social media, which is good. But on the same note, people are also watching your lifestyle of everything that you may put out here on social media. And be it the fact that you're putting your information out here on social media, what they happen to do is take whatever you do, if it's good, and they see that you're doing something good, they're watching and they're sitting back angry because they are not doing the same things that you do. So therefore, if by chance, you see people doing good things for you, they do it because in a way they feel good about doing it, but then they actually feel bad that they did it. So they want other people to believe that they're doing it for the good, and they're doing it for the good of their own heart. But then in actuality, they come back and it's kind of like what they used to call being an Indian giver. They'll give you something, and then somebody want to take it back from you. So there are people that want to maintain their control because of their envious behavior. They want to you know do anything possible to make everybody else see that they are such a wonderful person that the people on the exterior world will actually, succumb to, their, so-called, gracious behavior. So when an envious person do something for you in the acts of it's appearing to be good, they in turn also want instant gratification. So once they do something for you, they want you to turn right back around and do something for them. And when that happens, it actually makes them mad if they don't get the instant gratification from you. So how do you resolve that problem? If by chance that you have a person that's envious in your environment, if by chance that you can in turn do something, instantly to give the instant gratification, sometimes you may not be able to, get some of these people out of your environment or out of your circle, because you may have an immediate environment, and then you might have a circle of people of multitudes. It doesn't matter what type of people you're catering to. There's always somebody that's envious of you. Somebody's always watching you, regardless if your eyes are closed or open. Somebody's watching you, and it may seem kind of scary to know that there's always somebody's eyes on you. But the more that you put out here, the more you have to watch who's actually, looking at you in the behind the veil. Now, that being said, there is a hidden veil. That hidden veil is a thing that a lot of envious people do. They throw up a veil so everything looks beautiful, and you'll be surprised of all the people that's out here that actually live behind this hidden veil. They want everything externally to be, or have a beautiful appearance. But behind that hidden veil, they have so many different moments of chaos, or they have no control of the things that they have going on in that inner circle. Sometimes people can't control their thoughts, and everything on an internal world may be a complete fluster. So people are frustrated, not with the fact that they're just envious of you, but they're frustrated within themselves because they have not understood how to, make their own accomplishments. So a lot of times people go fishing. And I'm not talking about fishing with a fishing rod. So people go fishing for, advice and information, but yet and still some people that they go fishing for information from may actually be good people, and they may offer some good advice. But then there's this the standpoint in which people are out here and they're really not acting upon their own sound decisioning. Because if you do, and you make sure that you're acting upon sound and stable decisioning, then you would know exactly when the time is right for you to make certain transitions, certain advancements. And if you do that, within the correct or proper timing, without trying to force, your ideology upon other people because you're not certain. I mean, because people that's that's fishing for information, they always are looking for you to, confirm the thoughts or the decisions that they're making. And the only way, a lot of times, to get people from fishing from information is to allow them to sit and dwell upon their own thoughts, and hopefully, they could spend enough time in their own mind to actually, conquer some stability. But then if they are not able to conquer the stability of their mind, they will actually project that outwardly and start attacking other people because of that envious mentality. So, I mean, and trust me, being envious of other people, it may lead to a whole bunch of things. And I'm not saying anything wrong about anybody, on any level, but it could be some type of mental instability in a person when they are actually attacking other people because of their or of their own inability to act upon things. Like I say, people will draw you in to draw you down or pull you down. So, with that, we say that back to the thoughts of people doing good things for you, and behind that hidden veil is a lot of people do a lot of good things for the wrong purposes, and they not only are having expectations of you, but they do the good things because their hearts it really want to do good, but on the same note, they do it because they feel that they're going to get some grand prize at the end. That not only sets at a basic level, but I've did a lot of studying throughout religions, and people believe that they, if they do, some, violent acts, that they're going to receive some grand prize of, I don't want to go too deep into this, but they believe that, at some point that they're going to have, some spectacular life later or in the afterlife or whatever. It gets that deep. And some, I mean, it can be, it may be, but, instead of just living, and being a little more graceful and happy, a lot of people carry a heavy heart, and they want to see a lot of people suffer, and to actually, like I say, this envy goes on a massive scale. So when you see that, and I don't want to make this a religious type of thing, but people take, the things that they learn from various, not just religions, but people create their own religions within their own mind, and then they use that to, either gain control, or they use that to actually, within their own body, carry like hatred, or like I say, with this envy, they make a lot of people suffer because within their own body, they're suffering from a lot of different things. So we want to basically get people to understand, regardless of who you are and what kind of background you have, what is it that you can possibly do to actually change not just a thought, because this can go out on a grand scale. If we can understand, some like I say, some people you can't actually get to, and it's going to be impossible for you to relay this message to anyone, saying that, hey, I really want you to understand that I have no hangups with what you're doing. I really hope that you prosper. I really want you to succeed in life. And whatever it is, you have to search within yourself, pull it out of yourself, and see what you can do about it. I mean, some people are just comfortable with the little things in life, and sometimes that's the best thing in life. But then some people, like I say, they see other people with stuff, and they want what other people have. That's what make people go out and commit crimes and burglaries and all kind of stuff, because they see things that other people have. Now, if by chance you are this person, and I'm quite sure everyone has been in this predicament at some point or another within their own mind, they have a tendency to get envious. I mean, sometimes it starts as a kid, or if you're at a job, you're envious of some other employee. I mean, you see other people out here, and because they've been at a job for so long, they have this level of what they call hierarchy. In that hierarchy, people really want, you to, be subservient to them. And that's another part of envious people. They want you to be subservient to them, and they want you to control you. And if you do not fall within the guidelines of what they want you to do, they go out on all out warfare with you or whoever else that they cannot get within their immediate control. They want you to be a puppet. So sometimes when you see envious people, they actually talk in reverse. They will say things or kind of attack you and pinpoint you with things that they have, or thoughts that they have internally. It's really about themselves, but they will turn the whole situation around just so it could seem like you are the person. And if they could convince you that this is the type of person you are because of the accusations that they're making, then they have you, into the thing I call a web. And once they spin the web, and they can pull you in, they can wrap you up, and they can basically control your mood, your energy levels. Because some people get in, and I don't know, I've had this thought, but I'm not sure if I've quoted this before, but I call it Space Invaders. Once it was a game a long time ago, but once somebody enter into your space, or they find a way to get through the what we call in the IT world the firewall. Once they can find out how to get past the firewall, they can actually, get in and start filtering through the files to find the information that they want out of you, and they suck all of your energy out. Or just like any hackers, they suck all your information out, and they actually, use that to their advantage to get what they want. It's the same thing with envious people. They suck all your energy out to get what they want out of you, to be able to control your moods and how you think, and how that they can possibly manipulate you into what they want you to do. So, those, like I was saying, with those good things for wrong purposes, they do a lot of those good things to cover up a lot of things that they may have done in the past, that they may be doing in the present, or the things that they could possibly do in the future. You'd be surprised at all the things that's done behind the curtain or behind the veil. I mean, it exists on so many levels that uh, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what is all done. And some people, once you bring up certain topics of this sort of saying, oh, what's hidden, you know, people start to get afraid because they don't have an explanation for it. And so a lot of people turn to a lot of different sources and a lot of different people because they have no answers. But the only way to get answers is to turn within. So, as for everyone else, we would like to just say that if you have any questions whatsoever, and you would like to discuss any one of the topics that we have here, you can just you know email me at enjoyyourlife4313 at gmail.com. Let me try to get you down here, fill the space, and I would like to enjoy your company. So, with that being said, everyone, you know, watch out for jealousy and envy, because envy can really destroy not just the person that actually is envious, but it can destroy all those that come in contact with that type of envious person. I really enjoyed speaking with you all today, and I would like for you all to join me at any point in time, because I like to give people conversations from the heart. You enjoy your time and enjoy your life. Like I say, enjoy your life 4313 at gmail.com. Thank you.